Hello everyone, welcome to another English Solutions for Business and Life video. Today, we will be looking at the Global Beginner Book, Unit 2, in the Vocabulary section. We will look at two topics. First, let's look at countries and nationalities. Then, we will look at numbers from 11 to 20. So, let's begin. First, let's look at countries and nationalities. Let's look at a list of a few countries and what we call people from those countries. That's nationalities. For example, we can start by looking at Mexico. Mexico, like some other countries, will have a nationality, and this word nationality will end in an I, A, N, or A, N. In the case of Mexico, it will be Mexican. A person from Mexico is a Mexican. Italy is similar, but it ends with a Y. So a person from Italy will be an Italian. Now try to guess what the nationality for these three countries is: Russia, Brazil, and Egypt. For Russia, it will be a Russian. For Brazil, it will be a Brazilian. And for Egypt, it will be an Egyptian. Let's repeat: Mexican, Italian, Russian, Brazilian, Egyptian. Now the countries: Mexico, Italy, Russia, Brazil, Egypt. Now, those were all ending with IAN or AN. IAN or AN. But there are other nationalities that end in different syllables. Some end in "-is", such is the case of China, Japan, and Vietnam. Their nationalities, will be Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese. As you see, they end in "-is". Other examples are Portugal with Portuguese. And another ending is ISH, ish. Examples are Britain, Poland, and Finland. So their nationalities will be British, Polish, and Finnish. There are more examples of this ending, but for now, these are the ones we're going to look at. Now, there are obviously some exceptions to these examples. These are others. And some examples are people from France and people from the Philippines. People from France are called French, while people from the Philippines are called Filipino. These are just a few exceptions. There can be more, but for now, we can look at these two. French, Filipino. And this is in English. Okay? Now, how do you ask a person for their nationality? You can say, "Where are you from?" Where are you from? And to this, you can answer, "I'm," and your nationality. For example, Mexican. I'm Mexican. Or, "I'm from," and the country you're from. I'm from Mexico. These two mean the same thing. I'm Mexican. I'm from Mexico. You can also use this question to ask where other people are from. Instead of "Where are you from?" you can say, "Where is he from?" or "Where is she from?" and so on. And you can answer, "He is Mexican," or "He is from Mexico." So that's it for countries and nationalities. Now, if you want to know more about these questions, go to the grammar video from this unit, Unit 2. And remember that you can watch as many times as you wish this video. Now let's look at a few numbers. On the last video, we saw the numbers from 1 to 10. Do you remember them? Let's say them again. 1, 2, 4, 8, 3, 6, 10, 7, 5, 9. Now let's look at the numbers from 11 to 20. They are 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Again. Now let's use some of the words from the last screen, last page, and say that we have so many friends from other countries. For example, I have 15 Chinese friends. I have 15 Chinese friends. Now this. I have 17 Brazilian friends. Did you get it right? Now try this one. I have 12 Vietnamese friends. I have 12 Vietnamese friends. Now try this one. I have 19 Mexican friends. I have 19 Mexican friends. Now try this one. I have 14 Polish friends. I have 14 Polish friends. Now let's try this one. I have 16 Italian friends. I have 16 Italian friends. Now let's try this one. I have 20 British friends. I have 20 British friends. Now let's do it a little bit faster. I have 18 Japanese friends. I have 18 Japanese friends. Now this one. I have 11 Russian friends. I have 11 Russian friends. And lastly, let's try this one. I have 13 Egyptian friends. I have 13 Egyptian friends. Did you get them right? Good for you. Now, that's it for this section of the vocabulary from Unit 2. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the next video.